Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Maroon Marines where, hello, there's an Arctic fox which is, ooh, and some cargo pods. Oh my goodness, my cup runneth over. There's a whole bunch of plasteel here. Excellent. Good, man, we're not going to be hungry for plasteel at this rate. I think things are going rather well in that regard. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going at this this particular point in time. We seem to be carrying on quite nicely. I think we're probably going to need some food. How's everyone doing for food? Minor, minor, trivial, and trivial. Okay, guys. We need to get some more hunting underway while we wait for our rice to be done. We could probably get this guy, and there's a couple more raccoons over here, and a couple of piggies that we can get a hold of. These elks are probably a good thing to consider grabbing as well. You know what? Let's get them now. Let's get them now so that we can get a good amount of food stockpiled. But look, we're going to have trouble. We're going to have trouble. Because of the biome that we're in, I'm pretty sure that there's going to come the point where we start to, like, not have any food at all. Like, no animals wandering the map and no rice growing in the field. So we're going to have to potentially push towards getting our hydroponic base up and running. And with that in mind, I think we should get some research underway right now. Right? Because the sooner we start, the further in we can go. I think it's very important in this playthrough that we get research cranking as quickly as possible. We've got a bunch of food on its way now, which is lovely. Everyone is reloading, which is great. And I've just realized that I'm going to potentially have a problem with ammo. Elk revenge. Uh-oh. Okay, Nick. Make me proud. Good, man. Well done. Uh-oh. Reloading. Firing. Alright. Leg it, mate. Let's see if we can get away from this thing and pop a shot into it. Alright. He's taken a few hits here. Okay, great. Well done, Nick. We managed to get you through that. This armor, I have to say, I am potentially cheesing it way too hard. Like, this armor is really, really powerful. But that's okay. I mean, like I said, these guys are Space Marines. They were on their way to boot camp. They were all ready to go, all kitted out. Like, they got all the stuff that they needed before they walked out the door. And, you know, well, at least that's the RP that I'm working with. You know, it may be a little bit cheesy and cheaty, but quite frankly, I've got to cheese it somehow. I've got to at least, you know, have a minor chance of success in this game. So, Danny is still just totally wailing away on these chunks of marble. There's not very much granite left here, so we might need to, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go structure, marble wall, and then replace, replace with marble blocks? Oh, I see. That's had... It's been delivered. It's just no one's building it. Okay, who's doing construction? Robert. Okay, Danny, do you want to do some construction as well? And we'll see what we can do about... we'll see what we can do about getting a little bit quicker at getting this stuff underway. Do I need a second fireplace? I feel like I do. Just to get a decent amount of food stockpiled as smoked meat. Because at the moment, we're just not quite keeping up with the consumption. Alright, we kind of want to have things kicking on a little bit quicker. So that we don't have... we don't have starvation, we don't have any concerns. Like, see, Danny's just polished off the rest of that smoked meat. And now we have no meat whatsoever. Okay, so... Priscilla's doing some butchering. Once this comes online, we'll get another bill set up for smoked meat. And hopefully we can work through cooking this a little bit faster. And we need this up and running, don't we? We really, really do. Alright, I'll tell you what. To get ourselves a little bit ahead of the game, we'll get a power generator, I guess, kind of here. That should be fine. And then hopefully things won't grow up behind it there. And we can get some power piped in to get an electric cooker. Ooh. A granite chunk. That compacted steel. I remember that little nubbin of steel being there. So, ooh. And there's a bunch of muffalo that have just wandered onto the map. Excellent. We should be able to get tucked into those shortly. Hopefully, get some goodies out of them. Okay, great. So, construction is going along. The cooking is happening. There's a whole bunch of dead animals here that we can get stuck into, but they are going to start to rot shortly. Priscilla, don't eat raw stuff, please. Can someone... Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Nick, do me a favor. No, hang on. Who's my construction person? Danny and Robert. Alright, Danny, do us a favor, mate. Could you prioritize this campfire? And that way we can hopefully get some more meat smoking going on, right? Make smoked meat. Do forever. We get 2 people doing it at the same time. How is cooking looking? It's fairly high on the list of priorities, so they should do that before construction and hunting, quite frankly. And hopefully, that will then mean that we can get a reasonable amount of smoked meat stockpiled before we, start to... Oh. Hey, we've got rice coming in already. Wonderful. And, Nick and Danny getting married. Good on you guys. I'm so happy for you. May your day be joyous and all that sort of guff. Anyway, so what we're going to do is just be nice and patient here. Robert's doing the cooking at the moment. Priscilla's now joining in, which is excellent. And that should help us to get started with keeping the food under control. If we then look at getting some power run over from this bad boy, right, and then into the wall here, this should mean that we can, set up a temporary kitchen in the front here, but then we'll move it off to a deeper part of the base later on. But we're going to need some components for this bad boy, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, where did I see those? There's a couple here. So we can just tap out those 2. And then there's a couple down here. And that should probably be enough to get us underway. I think. We may need some more. We may need to... Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll just mark this one up as well. And that way, we can hopefully get on top of our requirements for components, get this bad boy up and running, get ourselves a little bit of power, and we'll need to make sure that no trees grow in this zone. Maybe a little bit of, I guess... granite flag... no, not granite. Marble flagstone. Just have a little bit of flagstone in there. 168. My word. I don't need that much. I just need to cover off these little bits of dirt that are here. Just so that we don't have any trees popping up behind the windmill. Which will, hopefully, keep that free. Right. So, that's power on its way, which is great. This is probably going to get a little bit warm in here. Once that roof completes, but that's alright. We're going to figure that out shortly. Now, what are we going to research? There's a few things that we need, but I think that gunsmithing is probably... Is it gunsmithing or is it machining where we can learn how to make ammunition? Because I'm concerned at the moment that the ammo that we currently have, we're depleting that rather rapidly. And if we run out of ammo, we're in a spot of bother. I'm guessing it's this? Gas operation, heavy weapons. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just go straight for gunsmithing for now. Followed by... Yeah, no, actually. Let's go hydroponics, then battery, and then gunsmithing. Alright, and so we've queued all of that stuff up. That should help us to get that underway, right? Theoretically, with all of that research underway, we can then just ignore that for the time being. Just keep an eye on it, keep it topped up. But, yeah, that should take care of itself. Good. Okay, so, power online. We need a battery, and we'll pop that down into the corner down here. And then we need some kitchen-y areas. I don't want to have that be in here long-term, just because of the fact that it'll be filthy. I do want to make our own sort of kitchen area, and I could probably plumb that off down here somewhere, and that'll be nice. That's the other thing I need to do. Check it. Furniture. double bed. What do we make it out of? Marble? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Don't say I never do nothing for you guys. You guys are going to love this. Alright, cool. And how's this doing? Marble blocks? We're still not sort of chewing through that at a relatively good rate. I guess it's just a matter of being patient. Because food is more of a priority right now. But these campfires, they're very slow. Very, very slow. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves an electric stove. And we'll hook that up down here. And we'll pop in a little stool for someone to sit on. Hopefully, what we can do is get this guy and some power online so we can do some faster cooking. Because this is going to be much better than just smoking stuff over a campfire. Much, much better. In fact, you know what? I'm going to deconstruct that one. And who's on mining? Who's doing my mining for me? It's going to be Priscilla. Okay. And look, Robert's better, but Priscilla's going to get more joy out of it. Okay, Priscilla, do me a favor. I'm going to cancel that out. I need you to go and get some components for me, mate. Because that is critically what we need right now. Critically. Okay, good. So that's going to take care of itself. Danny is inspired in creating art or furniture. Great. Another meteorite. Made from marble again. Great. Excellent. And the psychic soothe. Keeping everyone happy. Or at least some people happy. You know, the dudes. Not the lassie. But that's fine. Or the lassies. Danny's a lady. Good. I guess that'd be like, you know, Daenerys? Like, from Game of Thrones? Like, she sometimes gets called Dany, doesn't she? Anyway, good. So, that's neither here nor there. Let's get ourselves some standing lamps set up. One in here, in the research zone. And then probably in here as well, when we have a bit more power up our sleeve. And you know what? Both of these can go now. I'm happy with both of these going because we're going to get... Yep, okay, incompetent cook. That's not good. I'm happy with both of these fireplaces being deconstructed because we've got the bits and pieces that we need for this. Hello. Mad squirrel. But we have some fearless, if untrained Marines. Well done, Priscilla. Well done. That was a nice little take. Okay. We've got some fearless, if untrained Marines, although they are getting a little bit sick at the moment because of the food. I'm hoping that we can kind of get on top of this and get the cooking area taken care of soon, because I really don't want these guys to be all suffering from food poisoning. It really does mess with their... Ooh, silver. Okay, you know what? Let's mine that up so we've got some money. I think that's going to be a fairly important thing to grab. Yes, food poisoning does mess with their productivity. Quite badly, as a matter of fact. Purely because of the fact that, well... Yeah, look, see, Priscilla's just dropped her food on the floor, vomited on it, and then eaten the rest of that, that piece of bacon. These are all rotting, which is not great. I think, hang on, let's go. Allow rotten, no. And then we need another dumping stockpile zone. Like, outside somewhere. Further away from the base. This can be rotten bodies. Allow rotten... yes. But not fresh. Okay, and chunks... no, but corpses, yes. Okay, great. So those corpses should be hauled outside momentarily. These... look, guys, I really need you to just, like, not do that anymore, okay? I need you to get rid of those so we can get this online, because we've got enough stuff here now that we can start making simple meals, or even fine meals if we've got someone that's got enough skill. So I'd much rather have that going on rather than just smoked meat that's been produced in a horrible, horrible place. Should we make some floors? Do we have enough stuff to make a floor? And do we critically need a floor? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a fridge set up here. And it's going to require some more marble than what we currently have, but that's fine. And then we can have a steel door. Yeah, a steel door, that should be fine. We'll have that going through there like that. So this will be purely meat and food storage. We're going to have another room that'll go up this way. That will have, like, we'll have a little room that's the butchering room. And then we're going to have another room which will be the kitchen. I think that's a good way to go. Which means we'll have to mine out this chunk of granite here. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Danny's getting the cooking stove online, which is fantastic. And did I check to research batteries? I did, didn't I? Okay, great. But after hydroponics? No? Or is no one doing researching at the moment? I think no one's doing any research because it's too far down the list. They're doing more important things. So I guess I'm going to have to, like, ease back on the throttle momentarily and start letting them do some additional stuff. We've got some more silver ore here, which is fantastic. I'll leave that one for now. We'll get the other ones mined up first. Hopefully, we can come back and grab that sometime in the future. Danny's building the fridge out for us, which is fantastic. Well, sort of. Danny is botching a whole heap of this, which is, you know, you're not doing well here, Danny. You're not doing well. But I forgive you because you're trying. You're at least giving it a red-hot go and trying to get this place looking snazzy, so that it's not just an utter failure of a joint. Okay, cool. So, electric stove. Let's do fine meals. Requires cooking 6. Okay, great. That's fine. Well, before we do that, we'll just start making some veggie mush until we have 10 veggie mush meals. And whoever is assigned to be doing... And should we do smoked meat as well? Yeah, sure. Do forever. No, do until you have X. Because we're basically out of meat at the moment. So it means that the next time we harvest up some meat, we can be a little bit more careful about... Hello. Who are these chaps? Red and Born. Just cruising about. Just, you know, doing their thing. Not actually bothering anyone, which is fine. Robert joked about eating lentils. Is that funny? I'm not sure why you're joking, Robert. I mean, that's not really something to be, like, cavalier about, I have to say. It's not something that I would find terribly amusing. But look, whatever you do, mate. Whatever tickles your fancy, that's fine. Okay. I want to have some more power. And I'm going to have that going this way. Do I? I don't think I really need it yet. I think the battery is a more critical concern at this stage. But what I was thinking was to then get another growing zone that stretches down like this. I guess like 6 by 6. How big is that section there? Let's see. It is 6 by 7. Okay. So I want one that is 2 blocks away from this. 1, 2. And then 6 by 7. Right? So that when we put in another windmill, it'll block off the back of the windmill. Because that's the way that I like to do things. We're going to use this one for some heal root, because I think we're going to need that before too long. And in fact, I should potentially, before things start to turn, before the winter starts to kick in. I mean, it's summer at the moment, so everything's fine. But I need to, like, have a little sniff about for a couple of pieces of heal root here. We'll harvest those up, and we'll keep them indoors, because we've got, like, what, 1 piece of herbal medicine at the moment. Which is not great. It's not super great at all. Cool. Cool. Okay. Things are coming along, friends. Things are kind of getting there. I think we're getting to the point where the base is starting to take shape. I mean, it's not fantastic, truth be told. It's not fantastic at all. But I think it's something that we can work on. I think it's something that, you know, this is a good foundation at this stage. It's a good foundation. We've got a fridge coming online. We're going to make a butchering room and all of that sort of stuff. I think it's going to be okay. It's just a matter of slowly building this place out. We're going to need to put some floors in here shortly as well. And we're going to need to get... Why isn't someone building this bed? Danny, can you build the bed for me? Need marble blocks. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. Let's cancel that. And we'll get you a bed made out of something that we have a bunch of. Steel? We'll give you a steel bed. How's that? Furniture. Steel. Plasteel. How much does that require? 85. Ooh. I mean, it's a bit of a waste of steel. Plasteel, I should say. But that's okay. We'll get you some steel, a steel bed here. And we'll build in an end table and a wooden dresser is fine. Right off the bat. Get those in like that. And we're going to need to get some flooring in here for them at some point too. Because this place is fairly rubbish at this stage. It's really not attractive. With the dirt on the floor, I can understand that these guys would be a little bit upset about how filthy and gross this place is. Okay, let's reinstall these two beds here. And then it's Danny and Nick that are married, isn't it? Okay, great. Fiance Nick. Okay, so when this bed appears, we'll set this one so that it can be for Danny and Nick, and then we can build the barracks out further this way so we get more of these little rooms. They're not going to be great, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. And we can at least have some space for like prisoners and all of that sort of stuff. Or maybe we can build a little prison in here off the back of the common room into this marsh. We could build a bridge on top of that. Populate that out a little bit better. It'll be nice. It'll be great. I do want to get this sealed up though. I'm not thrilled about having that little section open to the world. But yeah. Alright, great. So, another meteorite has fallen. It is gold. Ooh, lovely. That'll make some shiny things. And in fact, if I'd have had that, I would have basically set it so that we made Nick and Danny's bed a royal bed instead, because I believe that a royal bed requires, where is it? Royal bed, yeah, it requires 50 gold and then 100 of whatever. A luxurious gold inlaid bed, fit for the highborn. Very comfy and beautiful. It is a work in art in, what? It is a work of art in itself. Fits 2. Excellent. I mean, it's 2, unless you're very, very friendly with 3. Cool, okay. So that's taken care of Nick and Danny. They've now got their own bedroom, which is probably fairly gross. Yeah, pretty gross. Very gross. Supremely gross. These rooms are just... Oh my god. Robert, mate, I'm sorry. We're going to have to get these chunks hauled away for you. We'll just do them individually. Some cargo pods have fallen with some gold. Excellent. We're getting some goodies. We're getting some goodies. We're getting some things. Sweet. Okay. So that's taken care of that. These rotting animal bodies still haven't been removed from the storeroom. Power is fluctuating badly because we do need to prioritize, well, a lot of things. Look at all this rice that is laying around out here in the open instead of being hauled in. So, next episode, let's get clever with our hauling. Let's get clever with our research. And we'll mess around and get some priorities set up so that we can fine-tune things a little bit. But that'll be next time. Friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.